Well, hello everybody, this is me, Mike Marino, live from my mother's basement. Today's episode obviously is not in my mother's basement. We are at the world famous Highlander Cafe in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. This restaurant has been around for a really long time. I'm so happy to be here. I always wanted to come here and do a broadcast, and today, April 6th at 9:15 in the morning, we came in to the Highlander, which is right here in Scotch Plains, and so I make sure I get it right. If you ever want to come down to the Highlander, this place is not only classic, the food is fantastic, the service is fantastic, everybody here is fun. This is a hometown spun audience and crowd that comes here to eat on a daily basis, breakfast and lunch. You want to call 908-322-7766. That is the phone number of the Highlander, because they do bring food to your house. They have an outgoing service, and we're right here on Park Avenue in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. This is 409 Park Avenue, Scotch Plains, New Jersey. I used to come here when I was a kid, and I come here as an adult. Remember, when I came here when I was a kid, it was because we cut class at Scotch Plains Fenwood High School, played hooky, came to the Highlander, had a pizza burger deluxe, which was a delicious hamburger with some sauce on top and some cheese. And today we're going to have breakfast, and I'm going to have one of my favorite breakfasts. And I want everybody to order breakfast. If you guys want to come over in a minute, I know you got Mr. Bramnick's breakfast, but he didn't take mine. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to have 2 scrambled eggs and Taylor ham. They say Taylor ham in the north area of New Jersey, and then it's pork roll when you go down south. We went over this yesterday when we were at another restaurant. But I am so happy to be here. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're getting ready to have a great day. Live from Scotch Plains, New Jersey. It's snowing. It's snowing. It's April 6th, and the snow is still coming down. And we have a big show tomorrow night, and we're hoping that the snow is not going to affect what we do. But I'm so happy to be here because I wanted really, really badly to broadcast live from a diner, and this is a classic diner. We're at the Highlander. How fantastic is this? So if anybody's writing into the show right now, just let me know who's got some questions. I want to say good morning to everybody. We're going to talk about our sponsors. One of our sponsors is actually in the room right now. We're going to talk to him. And of course, we're going to talk to the legendary, funniest lawyer in the United States. He likes to call himself the funniest lawyer in New Jersey, but he's the funniest lawyer in the United States. And we're live. We're so live that people are actually going to walk in and join us and have some breakfast. I would love to buy this gentleman right here a cup of coffee, because that's how I roll. Come on in, buddy. We're having some fun. We're on television right now.
You just want a free breakfast.
Yeah. Come on in, grab a seat, have a cup of coffee. We're glad that you showed up. All right, John, you ordered your breakfast. I would like my crew and everybody to order breakfast, because this is going to be a great place to have something to eat. My guest on my show today is the legend himself, Mr. Jon Bramnick, and he's sitting right here. He got all dressed up. His law firm is like right across the street. We're going to go there a little later and interrupt the hundreds of people that he has working for him, because he has, it looks like 100 people there. But Jon is not only a fantastic lawyer, and he'll talk to you about his career as a assemblyman and someone in politics if he wants to, but he's a very, very funny entertainer. He likes doing stand-up comedy, and I think that's rare. So, Jon, thank you very much for coming into the Highlander.
It's good to be here, Mike. You're the superstar. It's my privilege to be with you. I grew up in Plainfield, which is just the next town, so I used to come to the Highlander when I was in high school, but we used to actually fight with the guys in Scotch Plains. I wasn't a fighter at that point. I was just, I was in the background in case I had to drag somebody to the hospital. But I've been coming here to Highlander for probably 25 years since I moved my law office here. The place is beautiful, and it's classic, too. You don't see a lot of classic-type places that have the real New Jersey diner. It's here.
This is definitely a classic place, and if you look around and see what this all looks like, yes, this almost looks like a movie set, that it was created for us specifically to come here, but it's not. This is a really family-orientated neighborhood, and a lot of people come down here to have a wonderful breakfast and a lunch. I wish they were open for dinner. I wish they were open at night and they actually had a liquor license so we could come here after we party in town.
You can probably bring your own, right? Can you bring your own wine in here?
Yes.
At what time? Can you bring it in the morning?
Anytime.
Oh, that's good. BYOB. Bring your own breakfast and bring your own bottle.
You come down here and you could order a classic breakfast, and if you wanted to come with a 6-pack, it's okay with everybody. That's just crazy. But Jon is...
Cindy is having her coffee with you guys, and Melissa says hi, and Rockstar Clothing says hi.
Good morning, Rockstar Clothing. Good morning, Melissa. And I'm glad everybody's chiming in and writing into the show. And they're having breakfast with me and the legend himself, Mr. Jon Bramnick, at this classic place. If you're actually in the area, if you're in Scotch Plains right now, we really are live inside the diner. So if you want to drop by, I'll buy you a cup of coffee. That's my promise to you.
That's it, just the coffee? Or are you buying?
Just the coffee. I didn't say anything about anything else, just the coffee. And Jon Bramnick will kick in too. Watch all of a sudden some people start walking in.
If you're here in the next 5 minutes, I'll buy you breakfast. And it's around 9:25.
John was mentioning how he grew up in another town that's not too far from here, and he would get in fights with the cats from Scotch Plains. Now, we all experienced something like that because when I was a kid growing up in the area, what we wanted to do was go into Westfield, which was the rival town, and cause some trouble. But the thing is, the trouble back in those days, let's say 70s, early 80s, basically 70s, right? Nobody really got hurt. You just scared the crap out of each other. It was like a gang of 10 guys from Scotch Plains would walk down some street in Westfield, and 10 guys would walk down the street in Westfield and face off in the street. And basically, everybody just talked tough. Nobody really punched anybody. Nobody really got hurt.
Pushing.
A little pushing, scaring, I'll hit you, or if I hit you, why I order.
And how about the part you're going to bring one of your friends over? We used to name people. You bring that guy, I'm going to bring that guy. We used to say who we're bringing, though we really had no ability to bring the people to the fight.
Exactly. You talked about something that actually was never going
Like you bring
to
your
take
cousin,
place.
you bring your brother, you got a guy in a high school fight with you.
Yeah, you would say things like, hey, do you know who I know? I know Anthony from around the way. And who do you know? I know Frankie. He's from the other, but he's cousins with him. Oh yeah, but I can get him to fight for us. No, he would fight for that guy. Before you know it, we all like, oh, I can't believe you know those guys. Oh, sorry. Sorry, yeah, let's not have a fight,
Did you play Army though as a kid, with fatigues and guns? I mean, not real guns, but did you play Army at all or not? Scotch Plains didn't have any Army?
No, we played Army. One of the greatest things about hanging around with Mr. Bramnick here, he comes up with these great ideas. Come on in, have some fun. We're buying everybody coffee. Nice to see you.
I didn't want to go in your
Oh, that's
room.
quite all right. We want you to. Good morning. How are you?
Okay, how are you? I didn't want to disturb you.
Well, thank you very much.
Filming or whatever
Good
it is
morning.
you're doing. Good
Nice
morning.
to see you.
It's nice to see you.
I was just wondering what the blue plate special is. I saw on the menu. First, what is blue plate special? What does that mean? It's on the menu.
I bet you if we were to Google Blue Plate Special, because it's a nationally known term, there's probably some history behind it. Because obviously, none of the plates are blue. But it has something to do with it. But when you talk about playing Army, you wonder why does anybody even do that anymore? And if you think about it, that's a great topic for a stand-up routine, playing Army. Because think about all the things that we did way back in the day that we don't do anymore. We did play Army. And if you remember, when you were running around with your stick or anything that you found that was your weapon, because we didn't have any real toys that we found from a Toys R Us, you had a stick. And you shot the other guy, and I'm like, I got you. And that guy was like, no, you didn't. You know what I mean? You didn't shoot me. No, I did. I got you when you were over there. Then by the end of the day, you're like, I'm going to prove it. You take a rock. Go ahead.
And we pick up teams, and the last person to get picked, or the person who didn't get picked, I mean, today that'd be bullying, right? You can't pick up teams today because, remember, you pick on the school year, I'll take that guy, I'll take this guy, you take this, and there's one guy left. Today, you'd probably go to jail for that.
That's absolutely under. I don't know how you come up with these great concepts because I forgot that. I would steal that from you if I didn't know you were a fellow comedian. Wait a minute. Are you listening to the concepts he comes up with? These are like 20-minute routines on stage. You're right. We used to stand in a gang of people, and you would say, all right, I got John. And you'd go, well, I got Frank. All right, I'll take Anthony. I'll take Frank. By the end of the thing, you had these 3 losers. You're like, well, all right, I guess I'll take him. And then you could even trade. Like, I'll take 2 of your losers for 3 of my losers.
Now, this is one thing Scotch Plains did not do, I think. You ever have a multiple choice dance where you go to a party in 6th grade, right? And the guy and the girl they dance, the music stops, and you got to pick somebody from the girl's side or the boy's side to bring out a dance. That was bad if you're the last one to get picked in that. I don't know if that's called a multiple choice dance. You're probably a little younger than I am. They probably outlawed that by the time you had a girl-boy party.
Yeah, you know what? I can't go with you on that one.
Okay.
I don't remember choosing girls to get up and dance. That's more
How
50s,
about
John.
this one? You go to the Junior Redbird dance at Cook School, and I wanted to act like I was walking home, but my mother didn't want me to walk home, so she would pick me up like 3 blocks away. I go like this, how do you get home? I'm walking. You know, it'd be like 3 miles, no problem. So she'd pick me up like 3 blocks away, it'd be cool. You know? Another thing, no concept.
No, that's more like West
You
Side
know,
Story.
you had to walk home.
Yeah, well, I did walk to school, and there was no problem with that. I used to enjoy walking to school. It wasn't that far. And like I said, when I was going to school, one of the greatest things to do was to cut class and come here.
Oh,
to
come
the
on
island.
through. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good morning. How are you?
Nice to
This is
see you.
not Mike Marino.
Hey, now, don't get crazy.
Jersey 1207 says, hi, Uncle Mike.
Who?
Jersey 1207.
Well, hello, Jersey 1207. Thank you so much for watching the show this morning. It's a beautiful day. There's nice snow coming down, and we're broadcasting today live from the world-famous Highlander Cafe right here on Park Avenue, Scotch Plains, New Jersey. And we're going to talk about our sponsors who are sponsoring the big event that Jon Bramnick and I and Mr. Bill Spadia from 101.5 are doing tomorrow night live. 7 o'clock has been sold out unless the snow hurts us in that area, and the 9:30 show, still tickets on sale. Folks, go to MikeMarino.net, pick up some tickets for tomorrow night's show, April 7th at the NJ Pack Center, or just go to njpack.org. You can also-
Gonzo's daughter.
Huh?
Gonzo's daughter.
Well, hello, Gonzo's daughter. It's nice to see you. All right, thank you so much for watching the show this morning. We're having a lot of fun, and we're broadcasting live.
People are coming tomorrow night, or saying they have tickets. Somebody says, I first met you at Theater 68 off of Sunset Boulevard through Ronnie Marmo.
Yes, Ronnie Marmo is not only a good friend of mine, but he's a fellow entertainer. He's a great actor, and he co-stars in the TV series we did about Scotch Plains called Reconstructing Jersey, which is all about that town. Come on in, we love you, man. Thank you very much.
You didn't order?
I ordered ketchup, I got the super size.
You didn't order any?
Yeah, I would like to order some breakfast.
Well, now I gotta wait.
No.
Before you get
I
started.
would like 2 scrambled eggs and Taylor ham, pork roll. Taylor ham.
Any toast and potatoes, guys?
I want toast and potatoes, please. The home fries here are fantastic. Don't be afraid to be on camera. I don't know where he eats. Look how trim this guy is. Unbelievable.
Hello.
And
White
whole
sauce,
wheat.
whole wheat?
Whole wheat.
Whole wheat toast.
Yeah. And
Sure.
if you would, you could bring these to whatever they like, and I appreciate that.
We
Thank
will.
you. I'm going to keep this menu because I'm going to talk about it on the show.
It's a great invention. Remember, now, it's supposed to stick like this, and then you don't have to worry about the ketchup coming out. I think probably made a lot of money inventing an upside-down ketchup. No?
Well, I don't know if you people remember out there, but me and John do. Heinz ketchup was always in a little red squirt bottle, and then it turned into, or I don't know which one came first, but it was the regular bottle with the twist-off top. And they had these commercials, anticipation, because you would have to hit it, and hit it, and hit it, and then finally the ketchup came out. But it was worth the wait. Now we got this, that they probably got at Costco.
It's nice, and you know, I like this because it's easy to put it around. What I try to do is I put it all around the edges like a fancy, like a Culinary Institute of America. See, it has a, you know, it's kind of like decorating a birthday cake.
Let me just do this for camera. This is what Mr. Bramnick did with his ketchup. This well-dressed, articulate man in a beautiful suit made a smile on his Western omelet and specifically ordered it burnt. He likes it crispy. That's fantastic. And notice this plate probably hasn't changed since 1942.
You don't mind if I start?
No, please go ahead. I would love to answer the phone right now. Somebody actually is fine. Hello, Highlander. And they're like, is there a show going on in there right now? Is there an interview? What's going on down there?
Joan, Olivia, and Steven are saying good morning and hi, and love you. And
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much. We love you too. And I want to thank everybody for writing in. And I want to keep on stressing that if you're in this area, if you're in the state of New Jersey, you want to have a wonderful breakfast with wonderful people who actually care about each other and would actually help you if you were in a blizzard and you needed something right here in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. This is the town I grew up in. And I had this, there you go. There's the information right there. You can call, you can order, you can have some fun.
Do you know where the term Scotch Plains came from, by the way?
No, you?
No. Scotch.
There was a subject matter just brought to my attention. Where does the name Scotch Plains come from? And I was set up. Because he didn't know the answer. We'll have to call Siri. Hey, you know what? Let's Google where'd the name come from. It's probably Indian, right? There's a lot of houses in this area that are from way back in the day. There's some freaky ones. That one on the corner of Westfield and Westfield had lights on it last night. There were lights on it.
Not Christmas lights.
No, they weren't Christmas lights and they weren't floodlights. They were spooky, scary lights.
Be
Hey,
more
listen,
people
while-
that are going to be at the show. McGuire's and Bridges will be at your show. Love you both.
Thank you very much. I want to do a shout out to whoever's writing into the show right now. Who is it?
Nancy.
Hi Nancy, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for writing for the show live from my mother's basement that we're broadcasting here at the world famous Highlander in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. And we should do this every morning and have tons and tons of people come here, and then we'll start getting even bigger sponsors. Right now I want to talk to you about our sponsors, all right? I've been sponsored by a clothing line which is called rockstarclothing.com. The actual website is www.rockstarclothinginc.com. Fantastic clothes, and if everything goes right, I'll be wearing an incredible, come on in, I'll be wearing an incredible shirt. Thank you very much. Look at this. No, I don't want my ketchup yet. This is great. Thank you very much. Get closer, please. I live a portion of my life in Los Angeles, California. I live in Studio City. There's no diner. There's no family. There's no Jon Bramnick.
How much would you pay in Hollywood? Where, Hollywood?
No, North Hollywood.
So
If
the
there
same.
was a diner, you'd probably
How much?
pay about $20 for this. You're not going to get the tasty home fries. They never heard of pork roll or tail ham, whatever you call it. They never had any of this. Most California people would have a salad at this time of the day. 2 great scrambled eggs and toast with old school jelly. Great jelly. And you know what? They butter the side so you don't got to do it. Whereas in Hollywood, you got to do everything
And no
yourself.
warning. In Hollywood, they have a warning on this, warning on that, warning, right?
Nothing like a lawyer saying, yeah, but they got a warning. Here
It's
you're
no-
unwarned.
It's not good heart, it's no good for diabetes. This guy, now they have a cancer warning for coffee in California. So,
One of my favorite things, and I don't know if a lot of people do this, they say this is not really a tradition, but it is in New Jersey. You put ketchup on your eggs. And not only do you put ketchup on your eggs, you put it on your home fries.
you ever put any hot sauce on it?
No, that's
Any hot sauce?
California.
No hot
There'll
sauce.
be no hot sauce for me.
No hot sauce from Marino.
Tracy, for your cruise gal, says hi.
Who?
Tracy Lynn Armstrong and Sandra.
Hello, Sandra. Hello, Tracy. Thank you so much for writing into the show this morning. Please stay a fan and keep on writing as we go along and have this wonderful breakfast. I'm going to take a little salt. I'm going to take a little pepper. As you can hear from the kitchen, he's smacking the eggs, old school. There's no blender. It doesn't come from something that they've done a long time ago. There's no bucket of eggs. You ever see they got these big bucket of eggs? No, he cracks it after you order it. Then he scrambles it. Then he puts it on the grill. A lot of people got this big bucket of eggs that have been sitting for days, and they scoop and they throw it on the grill. Not here at the Highlander,
They got
from
chickens.
scratch. If you guys want to turn around and show the guys, is the owner over there. They've been here for a long, long time. See, he's actually doing it old school.
And the owner.
Yeah. Isn't that fantastic? They're all dressed nice. They're all happy. Everybody wears cologne. One of our sponsors in the room right now, he's getting a little edgy. I don't know if he's got to go. But I have a, what kind of an Italian comedian could actually go through life without having a construction company be one of the sponsors for the show? So right here, right now, if you turn the camera on him, that's Emilio DeFabio. Hey everybody. Thank you so much. Emilio DeFabio, one of the proud sponsors of Highlander Live at the NJ Pack Center. Now, Emilio's company can be found online at www.thefabioconstruction.com. He's right here. This is his contract. And I got to tell you, he's a fantastic guy, and the construction company is top notch. Now, I don't know if he's building houses these days because he's a big shot in the business. He only puts up hotels and buildings and stuff like that. But if you went to DeFabioConstruction.com, you could read all about him. And he has a cousin, Tony DeFabio, who is also another proud sponsor of Mike Marino Live. His company is called Ace Tech Pest. Ace Tech Pest. And it's a pest control business. So let's suppose you have a restaurant, or you're going to buy a hotel, you're going to buy a house, you're selling a house, and you want to know if there's anything in the house that's not good, right? You want to get rid of the bugs, you want to get rid of
Does he do large animals, like any, like, you know,
you can get rid of an animal,
Yeah.
you can get rid of it. You got a cousin you want to get rid of.
kangaroos? Yeah.
www.acetechpest. Get rid of these pests. I actually had bats in my house. Little tiny bats, and they go in the crawl spaces, and I called them up, and somehow he got rid of them.
He didn't even come over.
No,
He sent somebody.
he sent the witch a potion and some garlic. The next day, the bats were gone. The bats were gone.
So were the people. People had to move out as well, but all the bats were gone.
The hook and breed with all of that. Right,
But
live
burning
on
down the house is not a way to get rid of it.
the song, burning down the house.
But Amelia, I just want to say, what a good friend too.
He's a great friend and came down to watch the show.
You guys got to come down. Mike will buy you a cup of coffee,
Right.
right? I got mine.
Not only are we on Facebook Live, we're also on Instagram, and we're making a little behind-the-scenes story on what it's like to get ready to perform in front of 1,000 people in about 24 hours. Within 24 hours, right? We're going to be standing on stage in front of over 1,000 people.
1,000 people?
Huh?
Oh, come on in. Whatever
Come on in,
you
it's
want,
nice to see you.
it's on the house.
Oh, is it?
Separate checks.
Okay.
Well, these people around here are great. So that's three
Real,
sponsors.
see, one thing about Scotland, it's real people. Really nice people, straightforward, hard-working people. And this is really kind of the soul of New Jersey. You just people, hard-working, good people. It's a great place. Nothing fancy. Just real food, real people, real nice people. You're from Scotch Plains, so that's evidence of real nice people. And funny people. There's some funny people.
That's why I'm saying this backdrop, these people, this town would be 100% a funny version of Modern Family Jersey style. Got a lot of different people, a lot of different accents, a lot of Italian people. Make America Italian.
Tracy says hi. She said you guys met at a Princess Cruise and you had fun with some Jesus jokes.
Some what?
Jesus jokes.
Jesus.
You just dip the toast in the cup.
I dip my toast in the coffee. That's old school. And hi to you, and hi to you, and hello to
You heard
everybody.
that?
You got it, dip.
No, I understand if it's one of those Stella Dora. Doesn't have enough texture really to put in. You need what was the Stella Dora thing? Moon shape.
The egg,
Toro breakfast cereal.
egg jumbo cookies by Stella Dora. Used to dunk them.
But toast with butter, I think it's already got a flavor. I think
Hey, listen, don't tell me how to eat my breakfast. If I'm gonna dip, I'm gonna dip. I'm a dipper.
Do it again, Mike. Dip again.
it's like Dunkin',
Don't tell me how to eat
it's
my
like Dunkin'
breakfast.
Donuts, right?
No, yeah, I dip. I'm a dipper.
I'm
I'm a dip. My mother told me, you dip. Old school, right? No Siri, mommy.
Maybe I get a cookie or something.
We have another sponsor we want to talk about. Jon Bramnick was gracious enough to bring this sponsor to the table because he's friends with these guys, the Parker brothers, Stephen and Jason Parker from Canine Resorts. Canine Resorts started in Fanwood, Scotch Plains area, and they have one location right there in Fanwood. It's fantastic. You want to tell everybody
Well, let
about
me
it?
just tell you. Let's say you have a dog and you got to go away on vacation. You bring it over to Canine Resorts. They are like so attentive to detail. The dog gets its own room, its own television set, its own groomer. You can get a pedicure, a manicure. I read a story, like a night story. And I left my dog there. They taught this dog so much, the dog opened its own business right after. On the way home, the dog was done with me. They treat these dogs. It's and it's a good price. I mean, it's worth every dime to go to Canine Resort.
I don't think I could have said that any better when I went over there to meet everybody. Yes, It made me want to move in. They have a great place, and they take care of the dogs.
I stayed there twice. They have a Gucci room. It's a little more expensive, but if you got like a poodle or something.
Not only that, they actually research what would be good for your pet. Hey, thanks for coming by, man. See you again. No problem at all.
They have a psychologist there if your dog's like has any homesickness or any problem, and they'll do psychological meetings. It's a little extra, but it's also worth it.
It's really a fantastic place, and if you're interested and you want to put your pet somewhere when you come and see John and I perform, you go to canineresorts.com. So thank you very much, everybody at Canine Resorts. Here's a sponsor that we're going to go see today. It's a chiropractic place. I have a little bit of a headache today. I want to get a nice chiropractic adjustment. I tell everybody one of the reasons why I go see a chiropractor is because I do suffer from headaches and migraines. But this place is the Northeast Spine and Wellness Center, so not only do you get to see a doctor who will adjust you, you get to see people who help you through therapy. Let's say you hurt your knee, you hurt your ankle, your arm is bothering you, you just came from a car accident or something like that, or you get a massage down
to a car accident.
Well, you're on your way to an accident, and you call Jon Bramnick. Now we're doing a commercial for him. I don't know how does that. How does your rap go? I'd be heard. Call 1-800.
That's Rich Ryan, the chiropractor.
That's right. This is Dr. Rich Ryan. We're going to go over there today, and his company is called Northeast Spine and Wellness Center, and the website is nespinecenter.com. He's right on Raritan Road in Clark, New Jersey. Big proud sponsor of Mike Marino and Jon Bramnick Live, along with Bill Spadia at the NJ Pack Center. Thank you so much. Folks, log on. Go make yourself feel good. And we got one more that I just want to talk about while we're sitting in front of this delicious breakfast, because everybody who's filming right now is starting to look at their eggs and bacon like, okay, let's cut this show so we can eat this delicious food. And it's so great. You know what? I think we're going to have to come back here for lunch. Last but not least, Remax. This sponsor, Remax, is Barbara and her husband.
Hey, Mike, I knew they were coming for you, baby.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Good chief of
How are you?
police.
Oh, my God. That's
Hey,
it.
Chief. How you doing? How you doing? Hey.
No, we want you on camera. Come on.
Oh, he's
You
you.
says bad boy.
He's the bad boy common. I know that.
Hey, just so you know, don't answer any questions, okay?
You're his representation.
Look how lucky I am. I got the police and a lawyer and a beautiful setting all in one morning.
He's denying everything. Had nothing to do with it. He wasn't there. If he was there, he had nothing to do with it.
He's a smart man. He's been around.
We're having some breakfast in here this morning, and we're broadcasting live, and we're talking about the show that we're
I would
doing,
love to have
our
a badge.
sponsors, and how wonderful this town is.
Oh, how cool is to wear a badge on? It's like Hawaii
It is
5-0.
quite fantastic.
That's right. I just came back from Hawaii. Just figured out
Did you really?
yesterday morning. Coming back to this, you know.
Well, yeah, it's snowing today, but it's a beautiful day, and we're very lucky because we're broadcasting my show live, and we're telling everybody what a wonderful place this is and how
Chief
people
of
all
police.
get along.
The chief.
Chief of police comes walking in.
It's unbelievable.
I know him
Timing,
from when he used to. I know him quite some time.
Yeah. Remember that?
That's great that you come
Comedy
walking
shows
in.
you did for the PBA.
That's right.
Yeah.
We did some charities, raising some money for the police department, as we do, and that's called, community service, and I get that done.
Yeah.
You want some tickets for tomorrow night? We're performing over at the NJ Pack Center.
You can't take it
free.
I can, yeah.
How many of these could I take before it's actually a crime?
I have to get your lawyer to find out. You have good representation.
Okay, I just wondered.
Is that serious? As a nice gesture to say, hey, would you like some tickets to see a show? We can't take it.
I'm protecting.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm protecting.
Is it because you're at work right now?
Period.
No, he can, no, I can.
Oh, wow.
It's helping him out. I don't want him getting jammed up
That's
on
right.
Facebook Live.
That is hilarious.
Took me an NJ Pack, that's great.
Yeah, NJ
Excellent.
Pack's
Tomorrow
a
night?
big show, yeah.
Excellent.
We've been all over the radio, so I wanted to do a broadcast right here from the show, and look who walks in, the chief of police. That's
really cool.
fantastic.
I got
Do you eat here a lot?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually just grabbed my breakfast. I got to run. I got to meet the mayor and the manager. Going to the school board for a little meeting. So I'm running a little late.
Oh, well, let's do your thing,
Great
man.
seeing
Do
you
your
guys.
thing. Thank you very much.
Thanks
How
for everything you
fantastic
do.
is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
thank you,
good luck,
thank you,
Mike.
thank you. Chief of police comes walking in, ladies and gentlemen. Holy smoke. And he comes to get his breakfast to go.
As soon as he walked in, so you go like this.
I didn't do that.
No, I didn't. I went like,
No, how about,
hands up, baby.
that is fantastic.
That's right. Oh, you
Hey,
want
take
that?
some postcards, hand them to your friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're right there.
Perfect.
Grab a
Right
handful.
out front there.
How fantastic is that? I'm telling you, this is going to be a hit TV series. 2019. we're going to get big stars. You know, I've been talking to Danny Aiello and Olympia Dukakis and a lot of big names to do a show right here about this town, how fantastic it should be. And then he can't take tickets, which means he can't get a part in this movie, but we'll have to get somebody to play his role. And now I'm thinking Jeremy Piven. We're going to get Jeremy Piven to play the chief of police.
Very nice.
I'm not even kidding. Watch this happen. Watch this
All right.
happen.
And like
Best
this-
of luck. I'll
see
see
you,
you
Chief.
Thank
later.
you. Thank you very much.
Have a good day, Chief.
Hey, Marco. Thank you, sir.
There you have it, ladies
Picks up
and
his
gentlemen.
own stuff.
How great is this morning that all the town people are coming in, having some fun, everybody minds their own business, they're having a good time, and in comes walking the chief of police. Watch the mayor come walking in and ask for tickets, which would be great.
Al Smith.
Remax. This married couple, Barbara and Jim Mulcahy, sell houses, rent houses. If you're looking to sell a house, I want you to go to www.sellwithmulcahy.com. We're going over there today. We're going to go to Berkeley Heights and get them on camera to talk about them and their sponsorship and all the fun that we're going to be having. I think I pretty much covered everything. Now, I just want to ask one more question while we're here, live on camera, starting to talk now, while I'm eating. What makes you want to do stand-up? What makes a guy of your status decide, you know what? I want to go on stage and I want to do what Mike Marino's doing.
I'll disregard the part about status. A New Jersey politician, I don't have much status. But I can tell you this.
Well.
Is there a greater high than to make people laugh and let them have a good time? Ultimately, I don't think there's a greater high than making other people feel good.
It's true.
And when that laughter comes at you, and I've been in your audience, and that laughter comes like a wall, like hits you at a wall. It's almost sometimes shocking. It's almost so loud that it's scary. When you feel that, what's better? These people are stressed out all day. You know, as we go around the state and the country, you see how people stressed are. Mike Marino walks in, you get a smile on your face, and you keep the smile on for an hour and a half, 2 hours. You tell me what's better than that, other than breakfast at the Highlander.
He's 100% correct, and I hope you got that on camera because I tell you, there is no greater high. A lot of people ask me all the time.
Thank you for making their day.
Yeah. The thing about it is, when you're performing and you really feel like the audience is taking that ride and everything you say is funny to them, and they're thinking, oh my God, yeah, my grandmother was like that, my father, the other day, my aunt, my uncle, my uncle, and they relate. Like they can relate to having breakfast with some friends at a diner, they can relate. So you're making them so happy that it's like a drug. And you become so high when you're on stage that somebody asked me once, what does it feel like to make that many people scream? It's the greatest food, the greatest sex, the greatest drug you've ever done, rolled into one, and then you shoot that out and you're high. The biggest problem about being an entertainer is the next day, you're looking for that drug again. So if you're lucky enough to tour the world with Make America Italian Again, you can keep on going.
I do have one follow-up question for you. So you do that, and then people see you, and you've made them so happy, they immediately want you to kind of perform. Like when they see you, because you've made them happy, and they go like this, tell us a joke, and that can be difficult because the setting, the mood, the environment may not be exactly right, and they just want you to do the same thing you did the night before.
Well, off stage it's not really easy. Can't really be on all the time.
But they want you to just turn into Mike Marino on stage.
Yeah, that's kind of hard. But yeah, they do.
How about when you're just about that? You're at a restaurant. This Earl Monroe from the Knicks, who's a good friend of mine. One time we go out for dinner, and he loves people. Nicest human being. I love him. Earl the Pearl. He cuts into a steak. As soon as he's about to put the steak in his mouth, somebody goes, "It's Earl Monroe. Earl, can I have your autograph?" He says, "I love people. I love when they recognize me. That's the only time it's difficult. Like just before you put the potato in your mouth, they go, Mike Marino."
Well, that is the difficult portion, especially when it's delicious food at the Highlander on Park Avenue in Scotch Plains. Because now everybody on the other side of the camera right now is looking at their food like, you know what, it's getting cold. Can we wrap this up? And I'm looking at my food and I'm like, I want to dive in too. But we already did the half hour's worth of broadcasting right now. We're well above done being broadcasting. So here's the way we ended up. I want to thank you so much for hanging out at the Highlander right here on Park Avenue in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Folks, the place is fantastic. I grew up coming to this place. I'm going to keep on coming to this place. We're coming here for breakfast and lunch. Where are my glasses? I want everybody to see that. This is the legendary Highlander Restaurant, 908-322-7766, 409 Park Avenue, Scotch Plains, New Jersey. The only place to have breakfast is within the 30 miles of this area. Come and meet some beautiful town people who like to hang out and say hello. Beautiful staff that works here. The owner's actually working the counter and making the breakfast right over there, right there. Look at him. Look how happy. How nice. Fantastic. But we're going to get going. We're going to close this broadcast. I'm Mike Marino. Thank you so much for watching me live from my mother's basement here at the Highlander in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Log on to MikeMarino.net. Find out where the tour is going around the world and coming into your neighborhood. Watch me on all social media at Mike Marino Live. Mike Marino Live on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, anything. You can find me, write to me, especially come to the show, whether it's going to be at the NJ Pack Center this Saturday night at 7 and or 9:30 with me and Jon Bramnick, and of course Bill Spadia from 101.5 here in New Jersey. But you can find out where we're going around the world. Keep on writing in, because we will do a TV series about this town. We'll end up filming here every day, and that's pretty much it. So make America Italian again. And remember, you don't know nothing, you didn't see nothing, you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? By saying the same thing. Don't take no shit from nobody. All right, let's have some breakfast.
All right, real talk.
Huh?
Real talk.
Just give me 1 second, only because they're calling me.
Oh, he's got to go to
nuts.
his,
No, they're
his
going
real
nuts.
life now.
They're going.
Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.